It was the view, very firm view of archaeologists, that there had been no megalithic architecture. When I say megalithic, I mean literally big stones, stone circles, huge constructions, nothing like that before 6,000 years ago. Central to my work was the notion of a global cataclysm, roughly 12,500, 12,800 years ago. They are not saying that it also wiped out a lost advanced civilization of prehistory. I'm saying that.
Deep in the mountains of Lebanon lies a place of ancient wonders that will amaze and mystify you. Welcome to Baalbek, home to some of the largest stone blocks ever moved by human hands. Over 2,000 years ago, this small town grew to become a grand center of Roman architecture, with towering temples that still dominate the landscape today. But how did the engineers and builders of Baalbek transport and position colossal stones weighing over 1,650 tons? Through meticulous planning and advanced techniques that utilize simple machines like levers and inclined planes. Olive oil was even used to help slide the mammoth blocks into precise positions through sheer manpower alone. Comparisons to other famous ancient sites give the scale of Baalbek's achievement perspective. The massive stones here far outweigh any at Stonehenge. And while the Egyptians built pyramids containing stones weighing tons, the largest blocks unearthed at Baalbek challenge even our modern lifting capabilities. Recent excavations continue adding to the mystery, like the 1,650-ton stone block discovered in 2014. Baalbek invites us to marvel at both the ambition and ingenuity of the ancient Romans. So come explore this overlooked treasure for yourself, and be amazed at what our ancestors were capable of achieving through determination and innovative engineering. Welcome to the astonishing ruins of Baalbek. Baalbek began its story thousands of years ago as a small yet important Phoenician town situated in the fertile Bear Valley region of Lebanon. From the earliest days, the town was known as Bala and served as an integral place of worship for the local people. The sun god Baal held great significance for the agricultural communities that relied on the sunny skies and seasonal rains to thrive. It was a rather humble beginning for what would become one of the greatest architectural wonders of the ancient world. Over centuries, Bala gradually increased in size and prominence within the region under Phoenician rule. The settlers dedicated the settlement to their revered deity Baal, recognizing the sun's crucial role in their livelihoods. Simple shrines and temples likely paid homage to Baal during these early phases. When the powerful Greek Empire of Alexander the Great conquered the lands in 334 BC, Bala became engrossed within Hellenistic culture and traditions. The town absorbed Greek architectural influences and was transformed into a true Greek-styled city called Heliopolis, meaning City of the Sun in Greek. This name directly tied the location to the sun god it had worshipped for so long. New temples, roads, and buildings sprung up, blending Greek and local styles into a hybrid culture. Bala emerged as an important religious center under this period of Greek control and expansion. Its position at the heart of the fertile valley made it strategically significant too. This marked the beginnings of Bala's evolution from a small Phoenician town into a grand ceremonial center that would one day awe the mighty Roman Empire. Little could the early settlers imagine the colossal structures that would one day tower over their fields, commemorating Bala's incredible journey from humble origins to unprecedented heights of ancient splendor and renown. As the Roman Empire grew in the centuries after Alexander the Great, they set their sights on further expansion throughout the Mediterranean world. The fertile lands of Lebanon proved too strategic both militarily and economically to ignore. When Roman forces conquered the region in the 1st century BC, they saw immense potential in the ancient settlement of Bala. Renamed Baalbek, the town was destined to experience a period of immense transformation under the visionary architects and engineers of Rome. The Romans recognized Baalbek's existing role as a holy place of worship and its importance to local traditions. However, they also sought to stamp their authority on the area and demonstrate the immense power and wealth of the Roman Empire to all who visited. Baalbek would become the stage for some of the grandest architectural feats of the ancient world. Nothing less than colossal temples on a scale never before seen in the region were devised. Work quickly began on the crowning glory, the Temple of Jupiter. This awe-inspiring structure was designed to house no less than 54 towering granite columns, each soaring over 70 feet into the sky. When completed, the temple would have been one of the largest dedicated to the supreme Roman god Jupiter anywhere in the vast empire. Simultaneously, the Romans set about constructing two other awe-inspiring temples alongside Jupiter's. The Temple of Bacchus was adorned with intricate carvings depicting mythological scenes of revelry and celebration. Nearby, the circular Temple of Venus paid tribute to the goddess of love in a uniquely innovative design that broke the mold of traditional Roman temple architecture. Together, these three majestic houses of worship transformed tiny Baalbek into a ceremonial center on a scale rivaling even the great cities of Rome herself. The remnants of their colossal columns, which still stand sentinel after 2 millennia, evoke the breathtaking splendor that once was. With the construction of such monumental temples underway, Baalbek required immense resources and manpower to achieve completion. Moving and precisely placing the giant limestone blocks that would form the grand edifices was an extraordinary feat of ancient engineering. Each colossal stone weighed many hundreds of tons, more than could be lifted by brute strength alone. The Roman architects and builders applied remarkable innovative techniques and an advanced understanding of physics to overcome this challenge. They leveraged simple machines and leverage to maximize efficiency. Large tree trunks were laid end to form rollers upon which the stones were slid into position. This helped distribute the tremendous weight so the rollers did not sink. Olive oil was poured to further reduce friction over the rollers. Ropes, pulleys, and tread wheels were incorporated into wooden cranes to multiply the lifting power of men and animals. Ramps of densely packed earth and sand were slowly constructed, allowing the stones to be gradually walked up into place with minimal effort. An ingenious system of levers fashioned from strong wooden beams gave additional mechanical advantage for precise placement. Through meticulous planning and organization, hundreds of workers collaboratively maneuvered each stone into its final resting spot. Small adjustments from levers and pulleys ensured perfect alignment was achieved stone by stone. The result was structures with gigantic blocks joined together so seamlessly that not even mortar was needed between them. Later architects could only marvel at the sophisticated engineering deployed to execute such an improbable feat of construction. With perseverance and innovative problem-solving, the Romans of Baalbek triumphantly overcame the immense challenge of erecting their colossal temples. Their success stands forever as a testament to both the vision and ingenuity of architects in the ancient world. The towering temples built by the Romans transformed Baalbek into a site of immense grandeur, but their construction raised as many questions as they answered. How did the ancient engineers transport blocks weighing thousands of tons to the remote mountain site? What sophisticated methods allowed such precise placement without modern machinery? We know the Romans began by quarrying immense limestone slabs from a nearby mountain, selecting only the finest grains. They precisely carved each block to perfectly fit its designated space, creating interlocking temples that require no mortar. But moving the colossal stones over land and up steep slopes seemed an impossible task. Through careful research, historians theorized the Romans first laid thick wooden rollers along the route. Teams of oxen and hundreds of men then worked in unison to nudge each block forward. As the rollers spun, olive oil was poured to form a slippery film, reducing friction. Other stones were loaded onto wooden sledges with grooves beneath to further ease movement. Ropes from these pulled the load forward at a steady, controlled pace. Where the terrain was steepest, the Romans built earthen ramps of densely packed dirt at a gentle incline. Teams levered and walked the blocks up the slope together over many months. At the construction site, cranes lifted each block into place with pulleys. But fine adjustments were made via an ingenious system of levers and pivots, allowing the precise positioning we see in the finished temples today. Through such advanced coordination of simple machines and human power, the Romans overcame what seemed an impossible challenge and left us wondering at their innovative solutions. With the towering temples of Baalbek complete, the ancient site stood as a monument to both engineering ingenuity and Roman architectural ambition. Yet in recent years, further discoveries have continued revealing just how tremendously advanced the ancient engineers who built there truly were. In 2014, workers quarrying for stones in the ancient quarry nearby made a discovery that rewrote our understanding of what was possible in the ancient world. Carved deep within the mountain, barely visible under centuries of sediment, was the largest single stone block ever found. Measuring a massive 64 feet in length, it dwarfed all other blocks at Baalbek and other famous sites. Archaeologists were stunned to learn this colossal monolith, weighing a staggering 1,650 tons, had been precisely carved and left in the quarry, never even transported to the construction site. The skill required to extract and shape such an immense block without modern machinery is nearly unfathomable. It proved the Romans of Baalbek were pushing the very limits of engineering thousands of years ago. Since its discovery, the so-called Stone of the Giants has drawn visitors from around the world, eager to marvel at the sheer scale of what our ancestors were capable of achieving through ingenuity and perseverance alone. Though left in the earth, it stands as yet another testament to the vision and advanced skills of the ancient architects and masons who brought Baalbek's temples to towering reality. Each new revelation from this historic site adds another layer to the mystery, forcing us to reconsider preconceived notions about capabilities in the distant past. Baalbek invites all to rediscover the lost technologies, sophisticated coordination, and unwavering dedication that combine to birth one of antiquity's greatest architectural wonders. The towering temples and colossal stone blocks at Baalbek stand as enduring tributes to the vision, coordination, and ingenuity of the ancient engineers who built them. Yet their construction was not just about moving immense weights. It represented the Roman Empire's bold architectural ambitions on a truly grand scale. By transporting and placing stones so massive that even modern machinery struggles, the builders left an impact that would resonate for millennia. But their intentions went beyond pragmatic construction goals. Through monumental feats like these, the Romans aimed to showcase their unmatched power and wealth to all who visited Baalbek. The gleaming temples, which could be seen from miles away, symbolized Rome's divine authority and favor. They instilled awe and respect for the empire's seemingly limitless resources and innovative building skills. No challenge was too great when it came to displaying imperial splendor and control over even the most remote provinces. In this way, the towering structures at Baalbek were about far more than religion or utility. They formed a symbolic political statement that reinforced Rome's dominance throughout the region. Through architecture on a scale never seen before, the Romans transformed this ancient holy site into a ceremonial center befitting their vast empire's prestige and might. The temples proclaimed Rome's vision of uniting local traditions with imperial grandeur, all while asserting sovereignty over the once independent kingdom. So, that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to our channel for more fascinating videos like this one. See you in the next video.